Hello Louise, hi from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe for today, Tuesday the 20th of October, which is the day for me. A little bit croaky this morning. My video's already behind, that's not a good start. So I'm going to get some more cards out for the day. What was today? I watched the energy update last night. Oh, well, it was about focusing on ourselves, really. That's what I can remember. Hi Donna, hi Stephanie. Ooh, a card came out. And I wasn't even focused on it. Number 19. How is everyone today? Hi Andrea, hi Belinda. I'm croaky. I got into the habit of having a glass of wine or two each evening, and I've got to stop. I'm not going to buy more wine today. I'm feeling it. I'm like, don't do that. I used to be in the habit of drinking every night ages ago. Like I'm talking 3 years ago now. 2 years. No, more than 2 years ago. 3 years ago. And the last week or so, I seem to have slipped back into that habit, and I've just woken up to it again. Don't do that, Claire. I can feel it taking its toll on me. We've got the creation of light. How easy these things can slip back in, right? Oh, yeah, that was in the daily as well, the daily update. Hey, Chris. That was right, the daily update. It said about con men, but not really con men. You know, just when you have had the pattern of being, say, an overgiver or loving and gentle and kind and all of that, and giving people the benefit of the doubt and seeing their potential rather than who they are. When we're being like that, we attract people that have bad intentions, that want to walk all over people. They do, they get drawn to them. And you get drawn to people like that. And so if you've been in a pattern like that in the past, it could be easy to slip back into that pattern and be conned again. Someone else walk into your life and be telling you lies and, you know, want to take from you and stuff like that. That's what it was about. Hey, Roya. Doing okay, Andrea? Feeling a little weird. Like bad weird. Psycho weird. Hey, Melissa. So yeah, interesting energy. So just watch out for that. If that has been your pattern, you know, if you've had people come into your life and walk all over you before, and maybe you learned about that, but maybe we need to keep it conscious. Keep our eyes open for that kind of thing happening again. Hey Trisha, good morning. Chris, I had an hour-long massage today. Nice. After walking 23 miles on Saturday. Wow, 23 miles. Around Lake Geneva. Felt so good to do something just totally for me. Sounds great. I get 2 hours when I get a massage. 1 hour's over so fast. The creation of light. Look at this. It's the first time I've had this one out. To be a light worker is to be the person through whom the lightness of being, an elevated, tender, kind and loving perspective can come through to the world. In part because of us. How interesting, because I just was saying about that, wasn't I? And how that light attracts the darkness, doesn't it? And we've got to protect ourselves. All work and energy that carries a significant measure of grace is calming, gentling and soothing to so much of the world's suffering and harshness. And within the realms of the Kitsune are beings who tend the flowers that offer us light. For not only does this lotus open to offer perfume and beauty and fertility, but its very presence offers light, a ray of light that can change the energy field with which it interacts. Generally happens the other way around though, doesn't it? Is the darkness brings us down. I take issue with what this is saying. Because if you put a light person in the middle of darkness, it brings them down, brings their energy down, brings the vibration down. Can they bring it up? Only if someone is tending to their vibration already. So when this card comes to you, you're currently being offered the grace of pure light, the ray of unconditional self-love, the vibration of compassion for the self and of self-awareness without harsh self-judgments. You're available for your own soul. That's what the energy update was saying. You're available for your own soul, and you're tending the garden of the inner self. And within that garden, the lotus of peace and of the sacred is blooming, and its petals open. You're showered with inner light. Enjoy the surrender to the beauty of your own self-love, and know that you're in turn bringing this light to others as it radiates out into the world from the deep and holy garden which flowers within. You will now care for yourself. You'll create beauty, and you will bring grace to the world around you. Nice. So we're stepping into our light, which is interesting because it was a lot of darkness in the energy read, so be careful of that. Crazy talk. 23 miles. How many kilometres is that? I grew up with miles in the UK, but now I can't remember. Wow. Yeah, a long walk is really nice when your legs hurt at the end of it. Nice. And to be topped off by a massage as well. I love that. Hey, one. Ooh, I need to reply to your message. Find out what happened. Let's get another card out. So be careful of con men, con women, people that just want to take from you, tell you lies, stuff like that. Could be around today, especially if you're standing in naive light. If you're being that creation of light card, but not tending to your own stuff. We've got euphoria. My voice didn't sound like it, did it? We've got euphoria. Skeptical about this euphoria. No, I'm just skeptical about the card itself, not about euphoria. It looks kind of dark. 37 kilometers. Wow. That's like a marathon. Isn't a marathon 42, or am I thinking it the other way around? Is it miles? I don't know. I'm tired. Have you looked at for the live earlier? I was having trouble creating it last night, and then I try and go on it this morning. There's like five that I managed to create. It didn't create them at the moment, but it obviously created them later. Euphoria, it says honour yourself. Euphoria, honour yourself. A marathon is 26.2. There you go. Wow. Yeah. Wow, Chris. Yeah. Empowering to do it. Euphoria would be nice. I know, right? But it says honour yourself, not euphoria. It's honouring ourselves, is it? I would think it would be like total delight. Anyway, let's read about it and find out. The white goddess with the feathered snake swan countenance represents the sacral fusion of air and earth, divine inspiration bonded with this earthly tangibility. There's a sensual aspect to this card. It's now your duty to honour your physical self in an exalted way. Have you been abusing your body? Yes. Been drinking too much wine. Too often. Have you been abusing your body, poor eating, excesses of toxic substances, and dragging yourself through workouts you don't enjoy? Is punishing, not celebrating yourself? This card shouldn't be called euphoria. Don't put anything in your body that's not worthy of your goddess status. Quality over quantity is key at this time. Awaken to your sacred self. Be selective about who you allow in physical proximity to you. Yes, I can see why this card came out today. In matters of sex and sensuality, do not share your sacred self with someone who's not worthy of you, or who does not treat you in an honourable and respectful way. The woman of euphoria holds her hands gently and seductively over her heart as she considers the blessed magnificence of her reality. She is quiet and reflective. This is a deep inner comprehension, not bound by society's laws or other people's opinions. Inside, she's infinite, and her physical form is the gateway. Yeah, it's a great card, isn't it? But I don't know why it's called euphoria, because that doesn't sound euphoric to me. It sounds like boundaries. It sounds like tending to ourselves in a very wise way, doesn't it? Yeah, it's just the name of this card that gave me that wariness. I'm like, why has euphoria come out? But the message of it is exactly right, isn't it, for today's energies? Ritual, sensual self-care. Take a bath or a shower and massage your body with mica-infused body lotion. That's very specific. Mica is a fine, reflective crystal. You can mix a quarter teaspoon into a cup of organic body cream for a handmade version. Take your time to massage yourself slowly, coming into a sensuous awakening in your skin. When your body's glowing and relaxed, perform the following meditation. You're standing at the edge of a hill on a path that winds in a wide spiral down into the center of a valley. As you follow the path down, you become aware of glowing fireflies, like sparks of inspiration and motes of stars floating around you. You reach the bottom and there's a large white snake coiled on a rock. I learned the Thai word for coiled snake yesterday and I can't remember it. You reach the bottom and there's a large white snake coiled on a rock. Its glowing skin is transfixing and you feel safe and connected to the ancient goddess energy around you. You lie on the ground. It is dark, warm, and like the snake, you too glow a transcendental white. In this sacred space, you're profoundly aware of your core, sensuous, and beautiful existence. You feel euphoric as waves of bliss tingle over you. The snake speaks to you, special words, especially for you. Remember them, and when you finish the meditation, write them down and place them on your altar as a reminder of your sacred self. So pretty much, do a body scrub in the shower and then do a meditation. Meet a large white snake and ask it for some words, especially for you. What's really limiting? Trisha. Sounds intense. Oy. My neck's a bit cracky today. Got to take care of ourselves in more ways than one today, is what I'm hearing with these cards. Yeah, shine our light, but don't be the soaker of darkness. Don't be the sponge of the crap. We don't need to do that, right? And it's enabling when we do. We don't lift the vibration up when we do that. As much as that creation of light suggests that we do, I found it's quite the opposite. Like even when people think that they're being the light in dodgy situations, the vibration's kind of low, enabling, not really happy. So anyway, yeah, stopping drinking wine again today. Get back to my balance of just like having it once a week or something, not every night. We've got Artemis again. Had her before. Independence. Yes. Sexual contact. You have to be that picky. Artemis. It's not just about sexual contact, is it? It's anyone that we let in our lives, that we give our energy to. it gets a little bit more complicated when we have sex with them because we get that emotional attachment to them. Well, I do anyway. Artemis, independence, Greek. Now is the time to go it alone or declare your independence. You're getting protection and guidance from Artemis, goddess of the wilderness. Explore nature or commune with the moon to find more answers. Yeah, so tend to yourself. And just know that there might be energy vampires, they're often called, or just those people that want some of your energy because they've not got it in themselves. Con men, con women, people that want to lie to you to get some of what you've got, some of your energy, some of your compassion. Oh, that came up in some readings yesterday that I did. I did so many readings yesterday. So many. Oh. Okay, let's get some tarot out. Coffee first. So you'll all have to let me know if people try and con you, or if you get some of these liars coming in. It's your ex, started having relations with them last week. Uh-oh. Yeah, watch out for that. That could be tempting, huh? Sex with the ex seems easy. It seems like the easy option. It's not though, is it? The easy option is more like sex with a stranger that you're not going to see again. Not an ex. Okay, let's get some tarot out now. I'm caffeinated. I hope these cards are going to unstick. Less sticky. I'm trying to shuffle them in a different way to make it easier. It's not easy, they're very sticky. Some of them are unsticking themselves now. It's like the edge of them is rubber, and so they just stick to each other. Anyway, I want to use them for my readings. Just, coming up to Halloween. Because I know all you Americans, you think that Halloween is a whole month or a season. For the rest of the world, it's just a day. But you guys like to actually celebrate it like it's a season. And I didn't even think of that when I ordered these cards. I was just really drawn to them because of the beautiful artwork. It's beautiful artwork, I love it. Hi Karen. A little bit quiet in here this morning, isn't it? Monday for a lot of you. Tuesday already, I haven't even started doing my videos this week. And I don't think it's going to happen today either. So I was so ahead last week, and then this week I'm falling behind already. Hey Crystal, you made it. Let's get the tarot card out. When they're so sticky, they don't flip out very easily either. I have to do one of those manic styles with these. I need to change my shuffling style with decks like this, that I can't hold them loosely because they're so sticky. You've got to try and pull them apart. That means that they don't flip out. Halloween, then immediately Christmas. You guys are funny. We're celebrating something. Don't you have Thanksgiving before that? Or has that already happened? I don't know. You need it though, right? When it's cold, you need celebrations. Keep you going. Don't need celebrations in the tropics like that. We don't need. Not that we don't celebrate stuff. We've got a flipper. There's a few there, because they're all stuck together. Got the sun first of all. The sun's coming out. It says voyage into the impossible in French, a film. The sun card is about wishes coming true. It's about the sun coming out in your life. Soji Kondo resigned from your job today. Wow, last day's Friday. Move on to Ontario. Good job, Karen. Already started setting up Christmas at your house, Donna. I can imagine that you're like that, Donna. So yeah, the sun's coming out, so we are headed toward good stuff. I think we're just being prepared for it, right? It's like, make sure that you're looking after yourself. Make sure that you're focused on yourself. Make sure that you're aware to your old patterns of letting the wrong kinds in. Be aware of how you should protect yourself and all of that. Then we've got the moon. Wow, it's all majors. It is all majors because they're stuck together and I can't shuffle them properly. We've got the moon, so things are hidden. Something's hidden. It's emotional stuff that's hidden. It could be coming out to light today. She looks a bit stern. But yeah, something's coming out of the darkness into the light. That's what I'm getting here. From the moon. Then we've got the magician creating something, but look at him here. He's looking. He's paying close attention to it. That's how we're creating at the moment. We're paying close attention to what it is that we're doing, our old patterns, the way we've done things before. We're being very self-aware, and it's like, oh, okay. I've just been reminded in the last few weeks or the last few months of what it is that I keep on doing, and now I'm aware of it. I'm going to be aware of it. I'm going to remain aware of it and not do it again. It's like going over things in with a fine-tooth comb. This particular magician. So that you can actually create what it is that you want this time. What an interesting magician card. I like that. I hope that's what my readings are about as well, is to help you to manifest what it is that you want by giving you some information about, blocks and things like that. And then we've got the Empress. I love this. Being in true power. I mean, the Empress, she's doing it for herself, she's very empowered, she's got her life in order. She's the Queen of Queens. She's also about fertility as well, and she's like the ultimate woman. It's 111. It's the number 3. Yeah, so we're stepping into this energy. And of course, when we're in that Empress energy, that's when we start attracting the love that we want, isn't it? It's not when we're being the maiden or the needy one or life in disarray. We do attract. It's when we attract the con man, right? Interesting, very interesting cards that came out there. Maybe they were all meant to be stuck together, after all. Let's get one of these out. The stores at least have the pumpkins next to the Christmas trees. They haven't got the Easter eggs out yet. They will do in January. Grounding. Gotta ground ourselves. Just got to be focused on ourselves, like really be finely tuned, focused on ourselves today. That's what I'm feeling. Yes. I've got lots of cards of preparation for me about communication, spirit having a plan, the answers coming. I've got enlightenment. And out with the enlightenment card is diligence. So it's just like I was saying with the magician, is we're being enlightened about what it is that we've been doing, our patterns, probably things that have been going around and around, and getting diligent about that. Like, okay, I'm not going to do that again. I know what it is that I'm doing. I'm not going to forget that, get complacent about it and forget and get back in the same pattern again, like I've been doing. So we are getting prepared for something, and for a new voyage. So that, because the sun came out first, right? And so the sun is, it's great energy, isn't it? I mean, it warms us up, and it's the sun is what makes the living world possible, But it also reveals the shadows. When the sun's out, the shadows are even darker. And so that's what's been happening, is as the sun comes out, because that's what a lot of people want, right? They want the sun to come out to take the darkness away, but what actually happens is the shadows get even darker. And so often, if you're in a lot of darkness, you want the sun to come out, but you can't handle the sun because it makes the darkness even darker. It's only when you've got into that Empress energy, when you've done this work to become the Empress, that you can handle the sun coming out, because you can handle the darkness. Oh, you had Reiki today, Donna. Nice. You have to tell me about it, Donna. What she said and stuff. We speak a lot about the moon, but have you noticed the sun lately? Been so activating for months now. No, because it's just been raining all the time here. I did get some sun on my skin a couple of days ago. It came out for an hour or so. The rays are much larger. Yeah. Shadow work. So we've got a new voyage to go on. It just depends how much of that shadow work that you've been doing, as Donna says. Whether you're ready for that sun to come out or not. The people that wish for the sun to come out are the ones that have done the least. The least shadow work. The more shadow work you do, the brighter it gets anyway. And so you're not necessarily wishing for the sun to come out, for a stroke of luck, for things to turn around. Because you're turning them around yourself and you know how you're doing it, right? That magician card. Enlightenment about the self, it's just self-awareness, huh? And then putting it into practice and not forgetting about it, not becoming complacent. That message has come up over and over again. Not becoming complacent, not forgetting, not getting back into those patterns, It's like if it was working on my business, making it happen, and then turning around and going, oh yeah, the money's flowing in now. Now I'm lucky. Now abundance is happening, and then stopping doing the work. Of course, the abundance would stop then. It's not. We can't get complacent. We can't stop what it is that we're doing and go backwards to where we were. I want one more card from these. Sun's out finally. Oh, it'd be so nice if it came out. Yeah. There was a little bit of sun yesterday, but a lot of rain as usual. It's messing with my bike chain. I help with that. Oh, you're welcome, Karen. I try to help. There it is. Oh, it's milk and honey, nice. Right, we've got 4 cards out here. Got a fork in the road that there's a decision to make. Do you want to do the same old stuff? Do you want to get back into the old patterns? Or do you want to take that new road? The new road seems uncomfortable because it's different. It's having to change. What it is that we do, the way that we approach things, how we communicate, what we're doing. It's the unknown path. It feels uncomfortable. It's outside of our comfort zone, but it is the better path. Or are we just going to do the same old crap that we keep on doing and just live the same life? That's the fork in the road that we've got today. In whatever situation you're in, there's a new choice that can be made, and it is unknown, and it's scary because of that, because it's unknown. It's kind of scary to change ourselves. Often we just keep on choosing the same old crap because we're used to it. But the fates are getting involved, so the fates are bringing this new path. So it could be like the way that you're dealing with people, it could be time to get like empowered. Or you could be like too empowered, not too empowered, but two Queens of Swords, you know, too cutting everyone out, too closed down, and you need to open up more. You'll know what it is that you've been doing, and you'll see what that new path is, or hopefully. But it requires a change. We've got to be flexible. But yeah, the fates are involved in this, and so we are being drawn to that new path. We're being encouraged to move down that new path. It's leading to good things. The fates are involved, right? And so it's probably what we've been asking for, especially because the Sun card has come out. We've got milk and honey. It's leading to good things. Milk and honey, it's like the nectar of the gods, the good stuff in life. We've got to be flexible. We've got to make a change. That's what that flexibility card is about. So a choice to be made, doing things differently than we usually do, going into the unknown. The fates are involved. It's leading us to what we want, but it requires something different of us than we have been doing. Let's get some of these out. Wow. Starting off with the empty room, waiting in the waiting room. There's nothing in there, not even a magazine. It's boring. Not even a picture on the wall. Just like waiting for what it is that we want in this nothingness, in the void. Nothing's happening. It's like, when is it going to come? That's the empty room energy. Then, Eros, romantic love, passionate love. This is the love of the romantic kind. Lover comes into the empty room. Says, here I am, but it's going to require something different of you than you did before. Whatever patterns you're in before. If you know this person, or if this is a repeat, as in someone that's just like one of your exes, you need to do things differently this time. So this Eros, it could be someone coming in as a con man or con woman to tell you lies, to do the same thing as someone did before, and you handling it different is doing what you didn't do before. Maybe communicating differently, or maybe having boundaries, maybe noticing those red flags and saying no. So you're doing something differently than before. It could be someone coming in that's good for you, but you're used to the crap, and so you close down, so you turn into the Queen of Swords, not trusting them, and then you need to learn to trust instead and open up to them. You'll know what it is for you, your old patterns, because we've got all that enlightenment and stuff. But this romantic love comes in for a reason. It does. We've got the kiss next. Romance. Union. A partner. Someone like, it says kiss, but then it's got a picture of holding hands. That's it, not operating through fear. Oh yeah, that's what it said. That's what the energy update said. When it's a battle of egos, do you really want your ego to win? Because your ego is your fears. And so do you really want your fears to win? We don't, do we? We want our heart to win out. We don't want our fears to win out. So when we get into this clash of egos, maybe that's what's going to happen today when this comes in, is we get into a clash of egos, trying to control each other and all of that. That's the old pattern. It's like, hang on a minute, do I really want my ego to win? Do I really want my fears to win out? Something to think about today. Yeah. You see, my personal cards, I've got I am, heard and prepare, and with that is the answers you need are coming, and brilliant, and communication coming. Spirit has a plan. So when I pulled those cards this morning, I'm like, it could be time to talk. And I will have to do things differently for sure. Okay, who wants a reading? Pop up a message saying me, please. Oh yes, and please click like on this video. Thanks for reminding everybody, Chris. I'm going to get some cards out for me first, even though I've got cards for myself today. Accept what is and express love. There could be communication coming in for me. because I've been in Queen of Swords mode. A change for me, that new direction, that new path would be being more open and trusting and expressing my love and all of that. Maria. Oh, you've got a 3-hour interview tomorrow. 3-hour interview. Whoa. I had 2 hours school yesterday. Don't know how I used to do it when I was a kid and when I was at uni and stuff, doing hours and hours of classes. It's really quite draining. Been at school for that long. So 3-hour interview, that's pretty intense. Maria. Oh, Maria, a bit of avoidance for you, Maria. You've got let go and flow and what's under that. And so you've got this propensity to think you're surrendering, but it's actually aloofness, it's actually shutting down. You're telling yourself it's letting go with the flow, but what you're actually doing is detaching, not getting involved, not stepping up to that plate, not dealing, not facing things. Bit of a runner kind of energy, could be. Anyway, what's under that? So that enlightenment, you can get some enlightenment about that today. Chris, let's see. 3-hour interview. This isn't advice for the interview. The warmth card is keep your heart open. Be still, keep quiet. Don't do that in the interview. Keep your heart open, yeah. But this is more about today's energy. I would say it's more in personal energy. So the warmth card is keeping your heart open. Be still, keep quiet. Get in tune with yourself and really listen to your intuition. What feels right for you. Yeah, just be in that flow is what I'm getting from that. Chris. Andrea, you appreciate me and my energy. Thank you. Someone wrote on my YouTube channel, I'm the favourite person in the world. That was sweet. I can't remember who it was. Getting a lot more comments now on these videos. That's good. Andrea. Include yourself in the brilliant stuff. Ask for much better. Choose much better. And it might be out of your comfort zone. You might, as I said, our comfort zone tends to be the same old crap. We choose the same old crap again. And this is saying, no, choose much better now, Andrea. Much better. Include yourself in the brilliant stuff. Karen. Want more coffee? Karen, innocent listen. So your guilt, blame, that kind of stuff is talking to you at the moment. The stuff that you've got inside of yourself is being reflected outside of yourself too. So listen to what other people are saying, because they're giving you they're speaking a reflection of you kind of thing. So if someone's blaming you for something, then you were already blaming yourself for that inside, even a little bit. It goes under the radar often, and we think, no, I'm not thinking that. I don't blame myself. I don't do this. But when we have an emotional reaction to what other people say, we are. There's a part of us that is thinking that. And so you are innocent, but there's a bit of a mean girl inside of you, being mean to yourself inside. And so when you hear it from outside of yourself, pay attention. Listen to that. And ask yourself, how is it that I'm agreeing with this? Melissa. Believe in yourself, and who am I? This is saying don't let anyone else tell you who you are. This could be the con man thing, if you've been a bit of a pushover with other people before. Easily hoodwinked, easily gaslighted, that kind of thing. And, have someone at an extreme level telling you that your reality isn't true, that you're wrong, what you're thinking is like, you're crazy. That's not the way it happened. It's that kind of an energy. Maybe you've been susceptible to that and believe in them more than yourself, and let people confuse you like that. Don't do that. Believe in yourself. and who you are and your truth. A lot about truth today. Somewhere. I think it was in the energy update. Tanya. You got to believe in yourself as well. Simply believe in yourself. Even if it seems really confusing and you're trying to figure things out. Again, I'm getting that same energy. One person saying one thing. That's the con man energy, right? Someone lying to you. Or someone with a completely different perspective. They might not be lying to themselves. They might just have a completely different perspective. But don't let their perspective or their truth or whatever they're saying, even if it's lies, shake you. Believe in yourself more. Simply believe in yourself. So there could be a lot of opinions coming out today. Donna, what about you? Looking at yourself from the outside. So this could be like in a relationship. Seeing yourself clearly as they might see you. You could be getting some awareness about yourself today and about the way that you operate and seeing it from another person's perspective a little bit more than your own. So it's almost the opposite of the last two people. Maybe you've been believing in yourself and your perspective so much that you don't see how, you don't see yourself from other people's perspective and how the way that you're being or what it is that you're doing is affecting them. There's something to let go of, Donna. It could be a kind of a self-serving energy, some pattern that has been serving you, maybe to protect you or to try and get what you want. And then suddenly you see it from someone else's perspective and you're like, yeah, that's not really getting what I want. It's some kind of a control thing. We have these patterns, don't we? And then we learn about it and it's like, oh wow, I was doing that to try and protect myself. And it's not actually getting me what I want. Something like that, interesting. Sherry L. Sherry L, you've got face the situation and judgment separates. My eyes were being drawn to this card. I wasn't looking at these cards, I was looking at this one. And so, this judgment, if you remember, this card is about the light. It's like a light worker kind of thing. But when we're really a light worker, when we're doing it for ourselves, we do a lot of inner darkness work, right? And that's not to try and get rid of our darkness, it's to accept our darkness, to see it and to love ourselves for it. And so what I'm picking up from this is that you're not there yet, and you've got a judgment about the darkness. There's something to face there. There's shadow work to be done. So it could be that you're like one of those love and light people, and then judging the dark, the people that are showing more of the darkness, the more balanced people. Something like that. But there's something to face, and it's about shadow work. Sherry. Roya. Simply follow your intuition, Roya. Follow your intuition. You're being led. Follow your intuition. Do what you feel is right in the moment. Stay in the moment now. A really simple message for you today. HV. HV. So your ego is trying to keep you safe, right? And there's good reason. Our ego is a good thing. often. Sometimes it's not, but it does protect us, and we can't override that. Like I did that for years, trying to be open, trying to be love and light, and overriding my fears and just going in there anyway. And that's when you let the con men and the con women in, you know. That's when you let people walk all over you. And so trust your ego when it's trying to keep you safe. If you've got an uneasy feeling about somebody and fear kicks in and then you're trying to override that and be open, don't do that. Keep yourself safe, listen to your ego when it's trying to keep you safe, trust yourself in that way. Interesting. Corey. Hello. Corey, empower yourself. Wow, I feel like you get that card every time. Love what is. Love that you weren't empowered, but now empower yourself. Now make some strong decisions for yourself. Be stronger, be more Queen of Swords. Cut that stuff out, or King of Swords. Be more willing to cut stuff out. You don't need to be a doormat. Yvonne. Take the risk, release guilt. Is your mama guilt kicking in? Mothering people. It's got some risk to take. Step out and don't do the same thing again. Repeating patterns, Yvonne. Doing the same thing. That's almost what I've messaged you after I read that message you sent me last night. I didn't get it last night. I don't know when I saw it, in the middle of the night maybe. I don't know. I'm like, again? Same thing again. But don't feel guilt. Yeah, I think your guilt is bringing you back into it. Feeling like you need to take care of people, be the light for people that are in the darkness. You don't need to be that. Your life will get better when you're not that. Leah Booth. New name. I don't think I've seen your name in here before, Leah. Ooh. Okay, you've got disrespectful people in your life and you need to cut them out, detach from them. Don't try and make them respect you. Choose people that are respectful instead of choosing people that are disrespectful and then trying to change them to respect you. That's trying to prove yourself as if it's you that can't be respected. It's not. It's not you that can't be respected, it's them that can't respect. Detach from them. Cut them out. Choose better next time. Notice when people, you know how you can tell if someone's not going to respect you is they're not respecting themselves, they're not taking care of themselves, they're not in their own business. No, you know, they're not focused on their own lives. That's when you can tell. And if you meet someone that is focused on themselves, on their own lives, sorting themselves out, doing good for themselves, they'll respect you too because they've got self-respect. When you meet people that are just outward focused, trying to please everyone else and all of that, they're not the people. They're showing a lack of self-respect. They're not the people that respect other people. Trisha. You've got to nurture yourself, and up until now, so you've got a bit of healing to do. Soothing yourself, nurturing yourself from the past crap that's gone down, that's hurt you. And it's rocked your world. It's made you a little bit unstable in your energy, unsure of yourself, fearful, that kind of thing. Nurture yourself out of that. Soothe yourself. This is a time to really focus on yourself and nurturing yourself, making yourself feel better. It's that nurturing time, a little nest, that kind of thing. Look after yourself, Trisha. What have you been through? Mimi. Mimi. You got to empower yourself. And reach out. Be brave. Reach out to someone that you want to reach out to. Take the power in it. Take the power in the situation. So it could be someone that's been lying to you or something. You just take the power over that situation. Reach out to them. Tell them. Speak your mind. That kind of thing. You're welcome, Maria. Wow. Michelle Hassel. Yeah, chill out day for you. Be with nature. Gratitude. It's a chill out day for you. Or you're being guided to, you're being told to chill out. Take a step back from the fray maybe. Battles, control. Just take a step back from it all. You're welcome, Chris. Timothy. I've got time. I've got 11 minutes. Timothy. Be vulnerable in sex. I did a lot reading for you yesterday and I can't remember. I did so many yesterday. Be vulnerable in sex. So open up to your passions. Don't know what else to say about that. You're welcome, Andrea. Karen, exactly what happened this morning. This weekend was full of anxiety with work and the move. Yeah, I mean it always is, isn't it? Especially moves. It's always stressful, but we get through it. That would be good for me to see that. A lot to let go of. You're doing the work, Donna. It's just that next step. You're welcome, Sherry, Antonia, Crystal. Ow. I just jabbed with my cut. I went to training yesterday and I put some tape on it because it's right on my knuckle. And so it's what I punch with. And so I put some tape on it. And the tape, not a plaster or band-aid, the tape, it was sticky right on the cut, and so of course when I took it off, it just pulled the skin right off and opened the wound again. Not good. So it's sore again now. Who's this? Crystal. This moment, make love. Do what you want to do, not what someone else wants to do. Whatever you want to do in the moment, listen to your energies and flow with that. That's being with the flow, right? Not going, okay, I'm tired now, but I'm not going to rest because I've got stuff to do, or I would really like to do this, but I'm not going to do it because I should be doing this. Don't should, just do what you want. Get in that flow, Crystal. Conscious sea. Forgive yourself. Self-criticism. So as I said to someone else before, when we get criticised from outside of ourselves by other people, there's a part of us that agrees with what they're saying. Otherwise we wouldn't react to it emotionally. It wouldn't hurt us. So that's just criticism. I'm trying to let it be shown, but it's faded so bad. So forgive yourself for that. Notice that you're doing it. Forgive yourself for that, and ask yourself, how is it that I agree with this? How is it that I'm criticizing myself in the same way? I'm hearing consciously that it could just be you that's doing it, like no one else is doing it, but you're imagining someone else criticizing you. They're just criticizing you in your head. Well, that's all you, if you're imagining that someone's criticizing you. Christine Robertson, it's not too late. You will be the last. Detach from service. Trying to help people, trying to do stuff for people, trying to save them maybe, trying to fix them. Don't do that. Get focused on yourself. It's people pleasing. Detach from people pleasing. Like, oh yeah, but I should be of service. Oh. I should be of service to people. Yvonne, I just got an email from that shop. I'm making an order today. If you want anything, that shop. About the rose water spray and getting a credit for that. I said, I'm going to make an order today. How do I get my credit for that rose water spray? Anyway, if you want something, I'm going to be ordering, so let me know. Back to Christine. Yeah, people pleasing, don't do that. Focused on yourself. And even if like there's a part of yourself that knows that you're here to help, well do that, but do that in your work, don't do it in your personal life and with everyone. Just like set yourself up to do it professionally. Timothy, the love reading had a lot for me to relate to. Okay, thanks everyone for coming along, and yeah, got nothing else to say really. It'll be a miracle if I manage to make videos today because I'm just feeling so tired. But maybe tomorrow I can do maybe a pick a card read. That would be good. Could happen today, I don't know. So have a good day everybody, and I will see you tomorrow.